Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Amnesia, The Dark Descent. Now, turn the settings real quick as I'm speaking. I need to turn my volume just a little bit more. I'm sorry, I thought I had it quite enough. Anyway, so, this is a game. I've wanted to play this for, 4 years now? A long time. And I'm gonna go ahead and remove my headset and put it on my desk, like I did in one of my Minecraft episodes that I haven't uploaded yet. I'm super sorry. I do need to get back onto that at some point. Let's get those uploaded, because some people actually want to see that stuff. Anyway, this was actually a gift. Shout out to Grant, because he gifted me this, and I've wanted to play this for a long time. So thank you, and let's get into this. I've seen a lot of custom stories and how the game works, but I haven't seen a full playthrough of Amnesia, so I've only seen really less than the first hour, so this is technically blind, but I do know how to play this game. Sort of, but there's going to be a lot of screaming. So, oh boy.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is I am Daniel.
I'm all wet. It's raining. Ugh. Oh god. Sensitivity. Hold up. I'm sorry, this is so unprofessional. How do I change my sensitivity? Like this is... There we go. Let's try 2.6. Oh, I could use a controller for this if I had one plugged in. That's better. Alright. I don't know why it's super motion blurry. Maybe it's because I just woke up. Let's see. Diary. No notes available. No diaries. Mementos. Follow the liquid trail. Find its source. Alright. I guess it's this pink stuff. Are those rose petals, or is that blood? No clue. We're gonna stand up. Flag. You know, this game actually looks really good. This is like years ago. Cool. Okay, let's have a first. Should be turned off. Okay. I've got a... Actually, Grant's on the sidelines. He's trying to give me stuff. Vertical blur? Okay. No, it's vertical sync. I'm sorry, this is super unprofessional. Advanced options. Vertical blur... Or radial blur? Do you mean? Okay. Do I have to restart this? I may have to restart the recording. Does that look any better? My frame of view is going crazy though. Oh, okay. I had a little... I don't know for all the little Steam interruptions, but I've got my sideman here. Okay. He bought me this game. He said he wanted to see me play it, so I shall oblige. No, I don't want it to talk. It's not experience. It's just me. Fuck you. Alright. Ghostly win, okay. Okay, 1 second. Okay. 1 minute. How do I disable that?
You gotta right click on the call.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm right clicking on the call.
No, on the left side where it says my name. Like what?
Oh, I see. Okay. That's better.
Stupid.
I'm so sorry. This is so unprofessional.
I can't even. It's like not even playing.
Am I broadcasting?
No. Just invite me to watch them.
Okay. Says you. Oh god, hang on. Stuff is happening.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no. What is this? I'm being dragged. I'm being dragged away. I'm being flipping out. I'm flipping out. What is this? I can't think. I can't think. Ooh, that was a little staged, but I was actually kind of freaking out a little bit. So I'm not broadcasting?
No. Maybe if you invited me to watch it'd work.
Okay. Once you get it situated, we'll silence yourself, but...
Yeah.
Sorry for all the interruptions and crap.
Hello, YouTube.
Now he's got his own channel.
Put me in the description. Cough, cough.
How do I twist these things around?
You gotta invite me to watch, bro.
I invited you to watch.
Nah, I don't see it.
Fucking hell, come on. Okay, now I'm broadcasting. Is there anything in here? Okay, it says someone's watching. You good?
It's loading.
Okay.
Just continue playing, don't worry about me.
Okay.
Yep, there you go.
Alright, silence.
Goodbye.
Okay, he's gonna silence himself as I do this. Oh, I do this in like half-hour parts maybe, but...
1 hour special for your first video.
Yeah. Jesus. Okay. What else do we got? What is it? Inventory. 1 tinderbox. All is good, and I have a slight headache. Nothing in the journal. No notes. Nothing. So. Oh god. Yeah, I am. I don't call that a slight headache. I'd call that like a crab sound that's invading my brain. You know, like crabs, they go... That's a terrible impression. Okay, to the archives. He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick to his stomach. Hazel remained hidden in the fear she would be punished. Oh boy, what is that? Okay. 2 puzzles, make progress. Let's go through the creepy door, don't we? Oh god, oh, those are disgusting. Actually, they look like little chocolate ice cream cones. Okay, they're gone. They're gone. I can't even actually sprint. It's just like a quicker walk right now. Okay, just give me the lantern. Just give me the lantern. Using F. Okay. Some of this I do remember, so... I know some of this that I'm totally have. I don't have a lot of it. But... Yeah, I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna walk away. Okay. Okay. Tell me some of you guys heard that. Okay, I have to go that way, don't I? It's blocked on that side. That's my sanity. My pounding hands are shaking. probably be frequently... Stop it. We'll be frequently checking to see what's what. Look at those shadows. Yeah, head's pounding, hands are shaking. Okay, I'm just gonna get in the light for a minute. Can't I just break a window? Okay, you can stop moaning, Mr. Moosey. Stop it. Okay, being drawn to the desk. What's this? I shall examine it in the light. It's, oh, it appears to be a piece of glass. Okay, here we go.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
So what does all the little pink thingies have to do? Oh, I wrote a note down. Diary. Self. Okay, at least I keep those on log. And I know looking at things and stuff is important because there's little bits and stuff that needs to be found. Okay, now I can properly sprint. Goody good. Okay, I gotta go somewhere else then. I'm assembly for a second. Okay. Get into here. I take it it's a door or something this direction. Yeah, I know backtracking and being a dummy, but you know. Oh wait, the lever on the wall. I forgot about that. Okay, this is weird. Everything is not. The door slammed shut behind him, and he knew he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London. Seemed appropriate somehow. I always said earlier 1 hour special, but I'll have to make it about a half hour maybe, because I do have business to take care of before I go.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Okay, there's no getting out of here. Oh, look at that. Cockroach AI. I think those are cockroaches. Okay, figure out where I'm gonna want to go here. Let's go to the archives. Let's see what we can do here. A fragrant taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought. Just like the ones in the consulate in Constantinople. Why are you over there? Okay.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Yeah, because going down into a deep, dank thing, it's probably haunted, you know, it's swell. Also, cockroaches don't make that sound. At least they should. Sorry if you guys are hearing any of the background. It's not even talk, it's just yelling. Don't know what the hell has been going on with like, the rest of it. That's not cool. That noise is not cool. I don't know what's been going on with the rest of my family, but it's just not been very pleasant in the house some days.
17th of May,
Okay, another page.
1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
So then what happened, Mr. Doctor Professor? What happened after you trapped? What'd you do? Did you use your pure brute strength and push through it like the big, strong man you are? What'd you cry for help like you're a little baby? I wouldn't be a baby. You're trapped behind a giant stone slab. You probably need assistance. Wow, windows as strong as steel. Wonderful. Yeah, it's like the Mario piano. You know, it like eats you or something. That was freaky. This game's really atmospheric. I can hear things creaking, and like my footsteps like echoing down the hall. I don't know if that's just me. I'll go down the hallway later, but there was something. I need to sit and wait for a second. Okay. I have to use one. It's locked. So now what do I do? Door leading me to home. This room is locked. Is there an entrance? It's probably somewhere. Okay, this was just the same room. Wow. Okay. That's blood. A lot of oil. Okay, there we go. Now I have some fuel for this thing, so I can sort of use it when I need to. And scrolls. God, it cannot be broken by hand. I'll get a chair. Nah, I think this book will do just fine. 1, a 2, a 3. This chair has failed me once again. See, if there's one thing books can't do, it's break walls. Unless that book is made of steel. What? Okay. My camera just
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Aliens.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Alrighty then, so that just happened. Let's find a new way out of the area. Okay, so when did that happen? Like 5 minutes ago? Is that when I picked up the notes? Well, what did I just say? The book will fail you, unless it's made of steel.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Did I just hear a growl? There's something walking. Okay. Local folklore. Alstad and Brandenburg Castle, 1801. Another region which with war is Alstad, deeper than the East Prussian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the Helen and its neighbor, the Castle Brandenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you'll hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tale, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies rot with their tainted souls have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrific revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside the damp burlap sacks carried behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? Visit on the eyes. If you pause it, if the resolution is okay, you give a chance to read that. I don't want to waste time. Just want to look. Okay. I do remember this. It's a book puzzle. Trick is you just have to find all these white books before the timer runs out. Like that. I have a bad feeling about this. If there's anything I've noticed about keys and custom stories, regarding the closing of the wine cellar, Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It is just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brandenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I'll feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both of my problems. Okay. That's probably poison wine. I will extend this episode because I do not want to go out when my family's arguing from God knows fucking what. There's just been a lot of crap going on in my house lately and I don't like it. I hear that. Hiding tactics, yeah. Playing the piano. Oh, I can't open it. Okay. Keep going. Slowly but surely. Serious? Oh god, there isn't much, there isn't there? That came from the chimney. You, screw you, die in a hole. Die. Don't play that piano. Don't you dare play that piano. The piano is a no-no. Okay, let me check my notes. I need to know where I'm going. No, I got nothing. I've just got wine cellar, so I need to get out of here, back into that main area. Without attracting Fatso's attention. Wrong room. Actually, is this one unlocked? No, it's not. Oh, well, door's right here. Handful of sand trickled from the crumbling stone ceiling and pushed down to the brim of his hat. He braced himself as the cavern suddenly shifted and settled. Good. I just got like half eaten by like flesh on the wall. I don't think all is good. Okay, good tickets. So the wine cellar. You know, I'm actually getting a little uncomfortable. I haven't played too many horror games. I've done FNAF, done a video over it. And then I did Slender the Arrival, which took like 2 hours on the Xbox. That's blacked out. Stuff in flamming in between my hands are tools. Okay, I need something to burn through it, I guess. Some sort of organic tissue blocks are finally can be dissolved. Dissolved! Acid. Okay. Chemistry. Throw that left, I wanted. Okay, whatever. Okay, so I gotta go ultra right on here. examples where experiments take control of many of the less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but they are stained by the fumes that will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. Okay, so I had to go to the wine cellar in the first place.
There should be more coop racks. Let me see. And one part aqua force.
What is that? One day I will return. If it isn't for the thought of you, my love, I won't be able to go on. But I find myself doing terrible things to take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I wait for them. They lust for power without restraint, or I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. That's some Illuminati stuff right there, I think. This is my third attempt to reduce the artificial vitae. The form of compounds like the potency I need, but I'm sensing close. Calamine and orpiment are a given, and the cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt the aqua regia instead of the aqua fortis, and hope that it will produce even more solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acidic and proves impractical to put any use as a detergent. Organic tissues reacts especially violently to this solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might not be able to use a recipe, but I'm losing hope that I'll find an alchemic solution to the predicament. What is this predicament? Either way, I need to go to the lab to get the rest of my stuff that I pick up. Chemistry pod. But I need to go to the lab. I mean the wine cellar. So I got the key for that. Why is it shaking? The sand gave way to his tired body as he fell from the camel's back. He felt the wind gently sweep across his face and his dry, crusted lips. Sounds like a strange fan fiction reading, if you ask me. Okay. Right. The statues were praying, gazing at the dark domed ceiling. There's no torches or anything.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Did I hear a monster growl in the midst of that? monsters. Do I have to go up? So it looks like I can walk up there. That's what it was doing. Is that a bad idea? What just happened? Okay, I still have plenty of oil. It's teaching me how to push and pull. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh god, if this falls on me, it's me. Got this. Okay, I think I almost have this. Okay. Son of a bitch. Okay. No, 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 no. Okay. Took longer than I really needed to. Great. Cool.
What's happening? Oh, feels like my chest is going to burst. Oh.
My God! Wilhelm, do something!
Accept it. We're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
Dude, I can't edit until something makes me scream. I don't have that time. I would love to. I feel like I'm gonna need to use this. Last words. Okay, if you can read that, then good. I don't want to take the time. Sorry. Okay, back to the lab. What the fuck is dot 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 supposed to mean? Okay, my heart is doing something fierce.
The flicker, the bluish light.
I'll go ahead and stop this, I guess, when we get back to the center. 'Cause I got some stuff to take care of for work tomorrow, so I gotta go to bed. And I need some time to wrap all this up too, because it became impossible to avoid. The commotion in the streets begged for his attention. As he opened the shutters, the French shutters opened fire at two young men fighting back. The voices silenced in the haze of gun smoke. Okay, I need to get back to the laboratory, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. So, thanks for watching. Grant, thank you again for gifting me this, and he's been watching this whole time, so thanks, buddy. And upload this today, and see you guys later. See what you guys think.
Better subscribe. Dude, it's
This is great.